Everyone tells you to trade your way to wealth in crypto. Charts, indicators, meme coins, leverage. But here's the truth. Most people lose money trading. What changed everything for me? I stopped trading and started doing these instead. If you want a real path that works without staring at charts all day, this is for you. 90% of retail end up losing more money than they ever end up making in crypto. Why? Well, because the market is way more emotional than it is ever rational. And odds are, unless it's your full-time job, unless you're able to fully concentrate and learn the skill, the mastery of day trading, then odds are you're playing a losing game. And look, crypto isn't just tokens. It's a full economy. And the beautiful thing is you can make money in so many ways, whether it's working, building in it, or creating. Number one, you can work in crypto. There are a lot of roles in crypto, including marketing, community management, writing, product. Even as a beginner, there are a lot of different roles that you could end up pursuing, trying, working under that end up paying consistently, whether it's in stable coins or the company's own native token. Number two, create content. Content creators in our industry have the opportunity, the chance to charge a whole lot more than any other industry. The reason being that the customer base, the audience base of most creators has a much bigger budget than your traditional Web2 customer. This is where you can end up getting sponsorship deals by crypto brands. You could end up working with them. You could end up creating or posting for a campaign for them as well. Number three, you could build a simple product or tool. This doesn't need to be anything fancy or complicated. You don't need to think, oh, I need to build Kaito. I need to build the next gen of AI content creation. Forget about that. You can build something as simple as a template, a curation tool, a dashboard, something that would help solve a pain point in our space, no matter how small or big that pain point is. The better you're able to solve a pain point, the more you'll be able to monetize. Number four, you could farm airdrops. This is a great way for a lot of people with low capital or even no capital whatsoever to be able to make money in crypto. There are a lot of airdrops going on at all times. I'm not the best person to be telling you about which is which because I don't farm airdrops myself. However, if you are someone interested in that, then consider that an option. And number five, the most dreaded by most people in our space, long-term investment. Yes, I said it. Do not crucify me. Oh, wise ones. Please, this cycle's been all about chasing the next 100x, and odds are if you're in crypto, that's something you're likely looking for. Something that we often forget is how sweet the power of a 2x or 3x even is. Something that is absolutely unheard of in Web2, in the Nasdaq, in the S&P, in gold. Can you imagine people trading gold making a 2x a year? And how they would be feeling and what they would be telling us? The truth is, a lot of the people that even end up making millions, those 100x trades on tokens, end up doing the same things a lottery winner would do. And if we know anything about lottery winners, is most of them have a very hard time maintaining any of their wealth. In fact, most of them end up losing all of the money they made on that trade. So don't knock the fundamentals, investing long-term into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or any of the top L2s. Now, bonus, Pix, one of my favorite people in the space, actually posted this very interesting chart that I would highly recommend you check out on Twitter, that basically asks you a bunch of questions, maps out whether it's a yes or no answer, and based on that, you might find out if airdrops are the best thing for you or working in Web3 is the best thing for you. So yeah, check it out. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll include the link to the post down in the caption. Now, starting off in crypto, often I would watch a lot of these content creators talk about their 100x play, or, oh, look at this token, it's going to 100x. No, look at that token, it's going to 100x. Meanwhile, every single token that I would end up touching within 5 feet would end up plummeting down to infinity. Maybe that's just my luck. Or maybe it's that most of us share the same sentiment. In fact, there's been research where 90% of retail traders end up losing more money than they ever end up making. It is the 10% that end up making the money, with the top 0.001% making the millions, the 100x plays. Even then, most of them end up losing it. But it wasn't until I came with acceptance with the fact that I am the world's worst trader. It was once I was finally willing to be honest with myself that I started to look internally, and I started to ask myself, okay, if trading is not what I'm good at, I'm making money somehow. Let me find out, where is it that I'm making the most money? What is it that I enjoy the most out of all these things? And where is it that I can make asymmetric returns by giving as much value as possible? And for me personally, I'm not saying this is the path for every single person watching this video, but for me, it was building a business. I enjoy every second of it. I obsess about it. It's what I understand, what I'm good at, and what I'm able to give asymmetric value in. However, again, for you, it could be getting a job in crypto. It could be building a smaller product. The list goes on. But I want you to be honest with yourself. If you're not in that top 0.001% of people, of traders, forget about the top. If you're not in the top 10% of traders who even are profitable, then start asking yourself the real questions. Is the game you're currently playing actually EV positive for you? Look, my advice to you, if you're just starting out, is try out as many things as you can. Try out trading. See if you're good at it. See if you suck at it. Try out building a product, a business, joining a team. See if you're good at that. See if you suck at it. Eventually, you'll find something that you're good at, but not only that you also really enjoy and brings you and the whole industry a whole lot of value. Once you find this holy grail, then double down on it. Take it and run. Give as much value as possible in that domain as you can. And please, for the love of God, do not get distracted by the lady in red, aka otherwise known as hype, because you're going to see that a lot, especially in our industry. Every single day there's something new popping up that just tries to take us away from our attention, that tries to take us away from the thing that is most valuable to us, the thing that brings us and the space a lot more value. So lock in, focus on becoming the best at what you're doing.